and welcome to Molodets. In this video, we're going to explore gamification and how it can transform language learning. Gamification means incorporating game elements and mechanics into language learning activities in order to increase motivation and engagement. When learning feels like a game, students are more likely to participate, stay motivated, and remember what they learned. Gamification can include things like points, challenges, puzzles, team competitions, timed activities, or collaborative problem solving. The Molodets program was designed so that every part of the curriculum can be easily gamified. In this video, we'll look at how to gamify 5 key components of the Molodets materials: grammar exercises, vocabulary activities, cultural texts, podcasts, and videos. Then we'll explore the Molodets game section, where ready-to-use classroom games are readily available. Let's begin. Grammar exercises are one of the easiest parts of a textbook to gamify. Instead of completing exercises individually, teachers can transform them into team challenges or competitions. For example, a grammar relay. So, students work in teams. Each student completes one sentence and then passes the paper to the next teammate. Teams earn points for correct grammar, speed, and creativity. This turns grammar practice into a collaborative storytelling game. Vocabulary is also perfect for gamification because it can quickly adapt into classroom games. For example, the game I Spy. A student says, "I spy something beginning with B." Students could guess other words like book, board, backpack. Another example is categories. Teams write as many vocabulary words as possible in a specific category within a time limit. So for example, you could give them a category of food and they're going to list all the foods that they can think of. The team with the most correct answers wins. Another fun option is a word chain with a ball toss. So one student can say a word like doctor. The next student repeats the word and adds another. Doctor, teacher. The chain continues until someone forgets a word. These simple activities can turn vocabulary review into a fast-paced classroom game. Reading activities can also become games. One strategy is mystery solving. Students read a cultural text and they search for clues. For example, which historical event is being described? Which American city is the story about? Which famous person appears in the reading? Listening activities can also become interactive games. For example, listening bingo. Students can receive a bingo card with vocabulary from the Molodets podcast. When they hear a word, they mark it on their card. Another activity is tally listening. Students count how many times they hear a specific phrase. For example, how are you? Right now, usually. The student with the most correct tallies wins. These activities encourage active listening and they help students stay engaged during audio activities. Videos are also ideal for gamified learning because they combine visual and listening information. So, one simple game to try is a prediction challenge. Pause a video and ask students to predict what will happen next. Students could earn points for correct predictions. They could also earn points for creativity. Another option is observation challenges. You can ask students to identify objects in the video or even guess what objects may be right outside of the video. They can describe actions happening in the scene. They can describe actions that may have happened before the scene. They can also pick out cultural details. This encourages students to watch carefully and engage with the content. In addition to these activities, the Molodets website includes a dedicated game section for teachers. To accompany each module, there are game cards connected to the grammar and the American culture topics in that module. The cards can be printed for classroom use or used digitally for online instruction. Each module also includes a teacher instruction document with 5 interactive games that you can play with this set of cards. The instructions explain how to run the activities both in person and online. To access the games, simply click the module number icon and it will download the cards and the instructions. Let's look at one example game. How about a day in the life relay? So students each receive a character card. In teams, they create a timeline describing the character's daily routine. They use present simple for habits and present progressive for actions happening right now. For example, she usually studies at night. Right now she is cooking dinner. Each team reads one sentence during the relay. The game combines grammar practice, storytelling, and teamwork. Another game is the House Swap Showdown. Students describe what's happening in their character's home using present progressive. For example, my roommate is cooking dinner. My friend is studying in the bedroom. Other students ask questions and decide which house they would like to live in. The activity turns grammar practice into more of a role-playing game. Another example game is Routine Detectives. In Routine Detectives, students become language detectives. The teacher reads clues about a character's habits, and then the students must guess which character it is or what clue doesn't belong. Like if one clue is written in present progressive instead of present simple. This encourages students to think carefully about grammar patterns and meaning. Teachers can also combine multiple activities into challenge rooms or classroom escape games. In these activities, students must solve puzzles to progress through the challenge. Possible puzzle types might include riddles, word puzzles, logic challenges, decoding messages, or hidden clues. Challenge rooms or escape rooms encourage teamwork, creativity, and problem solving while students practice English. Within Module 6 of Molodets, there's a full challenge room or escape room kit for you to try, either in person or in an online classroom that practices present perfect tense and American trivia. Gamification can transform language learning from a passive activity into an interactive experience. By turning grammar, vocabulary, reading, listening, and speaking activities into games, teachers can increase motivation and help students retain more information. Molodets supports gamification through flexible textbook activities, multimedia materials, conversation activities, and ready-to-use games for every module. Whether you teach online or in person, these resources make it easy to bring energy and creativity into the classroom. Thanks so much for exploring gamification with Molodets.